Right. Call me. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Right. After a long time. Hmm? After how many days did we meet? After
Not,
about uh, after about 5 days.
not 5 days. I think we met on Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yes. How's the weather there? Is it still raining or has the rain
Not
ceased?
raining. I think just stopped.
Just stopped. Here also the rain has just stopped. The slight drizzle is there. In the evening started suddenly. No, it started raining heavily suddenly.
Yes, yes.
In the evening I couldn't do my O-level class. I had done. I had O-level group online group. At 5 from 5 to 7:30 I couldn't conduct it. It was raining heavily. It was raining cats and dogs and thundering jacks. Therefore I had to postpone it to Poya. Luckily next Wednesday is Poya. Wednesday or Tuesday. Wednesday, Wednesday on the Poya is on Wednesday. So on Poya this time on Poya day also I will be busy. I won't be able to take a rest. I have classes for all day. So how are you? Any news? Anything from your side? Well, let's talk until others come. Want Ravanathirula? Want Ravanathirula come today? I think he may not come. He usually doesn't come on
Yes.
Saturdays. He has another class, as I know. So any news? What's new from your side?
Uh, news. Nothing special, but today when I was going to practice, I went by bus,
Hmm.
and suddenly a person, a beggar,
Hmm.
got into the bus.
Excuse me. When you said beggars, I just remember. Did you see on news yesterday, last night? You see, a beggar. I can't remember the place from where a beggar died. Right, a beggar died, and at the time of his death, there was money to the value of 3 lakhs, more than 350,000, more than uh, more than 350,000 rupees in his possession. A beggar.
Yes, yes.
Now imagine. Now see who are the real beggars. Are they the beggars or are we beggars? We are the real beggars, no? We are the real beggars. Yes, I know that many beggars are there who have millions of, no, millions of
Yes,
money,
yes.
millions of rupees in their bank accounts. Right, Mr. Someone
I
came.
think
Yes, Mr. Someone. Good evening, Mr. Someone. Can you hear me? Good evening. Oh, he's connecting to audio. Still connecting to audio. No, audio is not connected. His audio is not connected. He will have to leave and join again. Mhm. I'll check. Uh, yes, his audio. Yes, his audio is not connected. Okay, call me. Go ahead.
so. The beggar got into the truck with bus with another friend of his,
Hmm.
another guy.
Hmm.
So actually, I didn't think that they are beggars.
Hmm.
Uh, so suddenly they started talking about they started describing this
Hmm.
about them.
Hmm.
So that the real beggar, he doesn't have, he didn't have a year, 2 years.
Hmm.
He didn't have 2 years, and his whole body um, was has
Hmm.
burned.
Hmm.
He's very a lean guy and lean and tall, and his skin,
Hmm.
there were lots of wounds around his skin, and actually I felt pity of him. But they said for the surgery they need 19 lakhs.
19 lakhs. Hmm.
Yes, and they have already found 16.
Hmm.
So they told that they need to find uh, 3 lakhs more. I I gave him a 20 rupees, but
Hmm.
I didn't have much money, but I
Hmm.
gave him.
Hmm. Hmm. Right, right.
Like,
Yes, giving money on charity for such real poor people is good. Is not a it's good. It's a good thing. But be careful when giving money to beggars. Most beggars are liars. What they do is just pretend. They just pretend to be beggars, but they are not beggars. We are the real beggars, right? They have more money. They have money. They have 10 times money than what we have, right, in their accounts. Right, Mr. Madhur also came. Mr. Madhur, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
We were talking about beggars. Beggar means now
Oh my
Halmit.
God.
Now Halmit said, now Halmit, do you have badminton practices all 7 days every day? Now you said one day you said you have practices all 5 days, 5 weekdays.
Yeah, 5 weekdays means in the school days.
Hmm.
Now the
Now the school vacation has started. Yes, yes. Mr. Saman has joined, but his audio is not connected. Mr. Saman, here, I think he can't hear. He may not hear what I say. He will have to leave and join again. Give me 1 second to send him a message, private message. Right. So we were talking about beggars. Kalmi said yesterday he had met a real helpless, poor person, poor beggar. He's a helpless beggar. He had given 20 rupees. He had not have enough money in his possession. Now, if you had Kalmi, if you had 1,000 rupees, would you have given it to him? You were so.
Yes, actually, when I saw him, I feel very pity of him, and I fed up with his life. How means he's very helpless, and I don't know how to say that. His full body was has burned, and lots of wounds were there.
Mhm.
So he told his friend told that in his only one hand in his hand only one finger is working.
Only
But
one finger. Only one finger was functioning.
one finger was
One finger was functioning. What are the now? Okay. What are the fingers in? What are the names of the fingers in our hand? Five. What are the names of the 5 fingers in our hand? Small.
Yes.
This is the thumb. You know, thumb, and this thumb, and this is
Pinky, yes, I heard.
huh?
Pinky.
This is small finger.
Yes,
Hmm?
maybe, but I have
This is small finger. This is the thumb. This is what this finger is called. Huh? Does someone
Actually, I
know?
don't know.
No, I also can't remember. Thumb. This is the thumb. This is the what finger is it called? However, this is the mid finger. Mid finger. This is ring finger. Now you can see I have worn the ring. This is ring finger.
Ring finger.
Ring finger. This is middle finger. Mid finger. This is the small finger. What is this finger called? I can't remember it. Just one. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Do you know the name of this finger? The names of 5 fingers?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. I can hear. Good evening. Now I can see Mr. Saman left hand joined again, but he is still struggling to connect into audio. He sent me a message. He had bought his laptop
Yes,
1 month. He sent me a
yes,
message.
sir.
He had bought
Laptop,
his laptop
there's
1
issue.
month back from Singamega, and something is wrong with the laptop. Yes, when the laptops you buy from Singamega have a lot of problems, technical problems.
Yes.
Now I can
Yes,
remember
yes.
my desktop computer. I bought my desktop computer in not I. My father bought it. My father bought it for me in 2010 or 11. 1 year guarantee. It's a Asus computer. Asus is a nasty brand, right? It's not a good brand. Bought it from Kampa Singer branch. 1 year warranty was given. Soon after the 1 year period was completed, the power supply blasted. The power supply went off. Right, the power supply burst, and I had to fix another power supply. Right, soon after the end of 1 year period, and from that day, it started giving a lot of troubles and technical problems. Now it's okay. Now the machine is okay. Still, I'm using it now. I have been using it for 11 years. It was bought in 2011. Now it is 22. I have been using it for 11 years. This laptop, the laptop, what I'm using, we bought it in 2019. Januda and I went to Kolpiti, no, Bumblebee, and bought it. Laptop, both my laptop and phone. Yesterday, Januda came, visited me. He came to our house. Do you know, our friend Januda? He visited me. At that time, I was free in the morning. In the morning, I was doing some exercises. Suddenly, he came. So we bought some food. We bought some food from outside, had lunch together, and when I was going for classes, he left. Right, he had remembered me suddenly. Helesika, after a long time. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Uh, our deepest condolences for your mother's demise.
Yes,
Firstly.
sir.
Now I can see now you are okay. Now you must be okay.
Sorry, sir.
Now you must be okay now.
Yes, sir, I'm okay.
Why did I say like that? I saw a video of yours dancing on your FB story.
Yes, sir.
So I realized that Helesika must be now
I back
Helesika
to normal life.
back to. So I realized Helesika has come back to normal life. No, did you see it? Helesika's dance? Like, this dance. She had uploaded it to her story on FB.
Actually, she is very good at dancing.
Ah.
I have seen a lot of her dancing videos.
Mhm. Then Helesika, why don't you do some TikTok videos?
Sorry, sir.
Then if you are so good at dancing, why don't you do TikTok videos?
There's no special reason for that, sir.
Right, anyway, now Mr. Someone is connected. Now, someone, good evening. Mr. Someone, can you hear me? Good evening. Mr. Someone, now his audio is connected. Mr. Someone, can you hear me? Please unmute the mic and respond so that I can confirm whether you can hear me or not. Mr. Someone, good evening. Something must be wrong with his laptop. Now both his video and audio are connected with someone. Both are connected, but please unmute the mic and try to talk. Right, now we were talking about beggars, we call it, right? Now what I said was beggars. So be careful, be careful when giving money to beggars. Now these days nobody can give money to beggars because all have become beggars. We all have
Yes,
become beggars. We are the bigger beggars now. Sometimes
yesterday or today morning, I saw that news
this
regarding
morning.
the beggar.
Yes. I saw it last night. He died, and at the time of his death, there was money to the value of
400,000.
3 lakhs, 350,000 rupees in his poison at the time when he died.
No,
In his bag,
380,000.
380,000 in his bag. 380,000 rupees was there in his bag when he died.
In his pocket.
In his pocket. Yes, in his pocket.
I saw that as his pocket.
That means the beggar's pocket money is 380,000. Now we usually have 1,500, 2,000, or maximum 2,500 in the pocket. So who are the real beggars? Are they the beggars or are we the beggars? Helesika.
I think we are, sir.
Yeah, beggars. No, I used to.
And actually, he was unmarried guy, bachelor.
I know. I have a good experience, good experience with regard to a beggar. Actually, that guy is not a beggar. When we were in Kirillala, now we are in Velivere. When we were in Kirillala, in our we sold our house in Kirillala and came to Velivere in 2011. So when I was in Kirillala, when I was doing A levels, I used to go to play cricket with my Mr. Saman. Saying there is a problem of my laptop. I can hear your conversation, but you can. No, I can't. We can't hear you, Mr. Saman. We can't hear you. Keep trying. Unmuting the mic and talk. We can't hear you. But I can see both your video and audio are connected. Keep trying, huh? So I used to go to play with my village friends to play cricket. There was one guy called Dilankar, right? Yeah, now he's from a very poor family. His father used to do hand to mouth jobs. Again, right? Day to day hand to mouth, but he came to play cricket with us. We were good village friends. His mother's, that means his father's, his uncle, that means his father's brother-in-law, his mother's younger brother, right? One day, uh, about 3 4 years ago, when he was coming home at night from work, he was run over by a bus, express bus, Anuradhapura Colombo Express. He was run over, and his head was severely damaged, right? Like so. However, he had not died. He was survived, right? His life was saved by the doctors. Uh, Thankful to doctors. But one side, I think left side or right side of his head is, half of his head is chopped. His head has gone inside. Can you understand what I say?
Yes, yes.
Right? His right side, one side of his head is, forehead is, has gone inside. Right?
Yes.
Right? So he used to wear a cap, and now he was, now one side of his I think one side of his body is paralyzed because of his brain is damaged, right? But he's alive. He can walk, do his normal work by himself, like that. uh, but he was unable to do a job, a hard job. So as a last resort, he had to beg. He had to go on begging. So he used to get onto buses, private buses, and beg. What he does is, soon after he get on the bus, he removes his cap so people can see his head. All the people in the bus give him money, 20 rupees, 50 rupees, 100 rupees. I myself have given him 100 rupee notes when I was going in buses. I myself have given him, right? Those days I didn't know that. I didn't know that he was the uncle of that boy, right? So I used to give, whenever I saw him, I gave him sometimes 50 rupees, 100 rupees, 200 rupees. I thought he was I saw him as a real helpless person, poor person. Every passenger in the bus gave him money. So from every bus, he used to collect minimum 2,000, 3,000 rupees sometimes, right? Sometimes more than 2,000. Now imagine if he gets into 5 buses a day, it would be totally enough for 1 month, right? 2,000, 5 times 2,000, 10,000, or sometimes 15,000, 20,000 rupees can be easily collected, was easily collected by him. Every person, wherever he goes, people gave money, right? Uh, so New Year season came, right? Single and Hindu New Year season came. Uh, During that period, our friends used to play that gambling. They used to play gambling, right? Do gambling. I didn't play. I was not interested, but I went there. Every day I went and I kept watching. I liked watching it, watching them play. So people started betting 500 rupees, 1,000 rupees, 5,000, 10,000. By the evening, by the evening, the total value of that gambling place was more than 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs. Huge amounts circulated in that place, right? A lot of gamblers from other nearby villages came and they kept gambling, right? One day when I was watching them play, that guy came, that beggar, that guy came. That day I came to know, that is the day when I came to know he was the uncle of that boy, our friend, right? He came and he started betting 5,000, 10,000, 2,000. He started betting, he started gambling, and he won a lot of money. See, beggars, right? And about I think 3 or 4 years ago, he died when he was sleeping. I think he died in his sleep. Right? His brain was damaged. See, he was very rich. Right? He used to gamble during New Year season. Right. He bet 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 rupees every day and won a lot of money, big money. And one day, one of my friends said, one of his village friends had come from abroad. He used to work in Israel. No, Israel is a very powerful and financially strong country. So that guy was very rich now, having come to after come to Sri Lanka, he was very rich. He had built his own house, had bought his own vehicles, and done stuff like that. My friend has asked him what he had done in his job, about his job in Israel. What had he done? He had worked under a beggar in Israel. His job. He had worked under a beggar in Israel. Right? The beggar had paid him a salary. His job was to, that beggar was he was a disabled guy, paralyzed, disabled guy. He didn't have his legs, limbs. So that the job of that person was to take him to the town to the town or crowded places on the wheelchair, stay with him, and bring him back home in the evening. That was his job, and do his small work. For that,
Is he caregiver person?
maybe he might be a caregiver. He was paid more than 1 lakh rupees. In rupees, he was paid more than 1 lakh every month by the beggar. Right. So now imagine who are the real beggars. Right. In Israel, beggars are richer than us. Now we can see now these days now the tourism industry is boosting now. Lot of tourists have started coming to our country. I can guarantee that most of the tourists now you can see most tourists they don't use their personal transportation methods, but they use is public transport, trains, buses, private buses like that. Most of those foreigners are beggars in their countries, but after having come to Sri Lanka, have come to here, they are richer than us. Now imagine how backward we are financially, backward country we are. The beggars in other countries, other developed countries are richer than us. So that means if you go to those countries, we will be bigger beggars than them. Okay, no? Right? Okay.
The reason is they have strong economy. That's why.
No economy.
Yes, because government, the poor people are provided their the government provide money and other facilities to them without charge. That's why, because government also paid them.
Yes, I have heard that in most European countries, where not I think where less populated countries.
Yes, sir.
So when a child is born, everything money until he becomes 18 years, 20 years, all the expenses are covered by the government. For
Okay.
milk powder, for his education, food, for everything, that expenses are covered. Then some additional money is given to the family by the government. But here, what they do is we are exploited by the government.
Free education also provided by the government.
Yes, free education. Yes, that means they need people. They want their population to grow. That's why they help. And in China, now they have imposed a law that one family can't, one parents can't. I think give birth to more than 3 or 4 children now in China. They have taken that decision.
As I heard, the population percentage in comparative to China, Japan, India, our percentage is high than other countries according to the land. Yes.
In terms of land.
In terms of land.
Right now, I think how many participants? 3, 5, 6. 6 members have joined. Vihandu also has come. Vihandu, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
But the thing is, Mr. Saman's audio is not connected. He is still struggling to connect. Anyway, I think he can hear us. He will listen. Mr. Saman, keep trying solving the problem and try to talk, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we can hear. Right, good.
No, I was connecting through my mobile phone.
All right. Yeah. Something must be wrong with your laptop.
Yeah.
What's the laptop brand? Is it Asus laptop?
Asus.
Don't buy.
1 month back, I bought it.
Don't buy Asus brands.
No, my early one also I use it for 12 years, but still it's working. That's why I went for this brand. But ultimately, I think I have taken the wrong decision.
Yes, I also bought my desktop computer in 2011, Asus brand from.
I also bought it in 2011 when I was in Mullaitivu. So I bought it. I bought from this Singamika Gampaha.
Right. So I can give you a chance to talk, say something, any news, any current affairs, anything. What happened during past week?
But you were talking about the beggars in Sri Lanka.
Yes. If you have any experience, you can relate us.
Yeah, but I know that comparatively last year, I think it has been constantly been increased. the beggars in not only in the Gampha district, in every nook,
Every nook and corner.
island, yeah, island wide, it has been increased due to this. I think this
Economic recession.
economic resistance. Yeah, but some of them are actually helpless because of their helpless.
They are really helpless.
Yeah, they are really well, but others are doing it's as
But what others do is just a business.
is a business. Yeah,
There are bigger businessmen. That means they are bosses. Bigger businessmen are there. Now, for example, what they do is they invest money on they gather people. They gather disabled people and helpless people and children, and they are given accommodation, food, everything is given. Transportation is given. What they do is they take the beggars, the team of beggars to certain crowded places like Kalaniya, Kochikade, Bellangila, especially on Poy and other holidays, and they are deployed everywhere. And what they do is they should just begin collect money. By the evening, when the night falls, the van comes. Right, the van comes. They are gathered. They are there.
accompanies them.
Right, they get into the van and they are brought to their quarters, to their boarding.
Yeah, but the sad thing is, lot of women, pregnant women are there, and with their babies. Some of them are with their babies. They are begging. So it is very, we feel very sorry to see that. No.
No, it's a one part of their business. Now, have you
Yeah.
seen when you go to a bank, when you come out of the bank, you can see a woman with a small child selling incense sticks.
Yeah, six, yeah.
They sell. What most people do is they don't buy the packets, but they give is just give some money as a as a meritorious for the charity, right?
Yes.
It also has become a business, right? In front of every bank, we can see this and in bus stands, railway stations, crowded places, in fairs, markets, especially in front of banks. Every bank we can see one or two women are there with a child.
With
Now,
child, but
Yes, so
But,
I have complained several times regarding these issues to the Women and Children Care Authority, but still they didn't get any step for against that. I think all of the politicians and all of the rich persons have connection with
Yes,
those
yes.
beggars.
I also strongly believe that behind everything, it's a very well organized business, well organized crime and a business. Behind everything, who is there is the politician. They are the ones.
Other thing-
They are the masterminds behind this.
yeah, other thing, it is in vain to talk about the Child Protection Authority. They are doing their job, that only. They don't take care of these issues, and they are not care about it. That is the main problem.
Now, now I'm from Veliviri. When I go to Kadawatha at Aldenia highway entrance, in front of Aldenia highway entrance, there's a beggar. One or two beggars are there. Most people have complained about them to police, but the police hasn't taken any action yet. What they do is when the vehicles stop in front of the color lights, they just come and knock on the shutters and keep begging money. They have become a huge nuisance. They are not right. They are not helpless. They are well built and physically okay, right? Very healthy. What they do is what they are doing is a business, and most drivers have complained about this to Hadawatha police station, but the police has never taken any action. Then what else, Mr. Samal? Say something.
There are some crazy
There are some
beggars.
AC beggars.
Crazy.
Crazy beggars. Yes. Why?
So having come home, I told that incident, what I faced today when going to practice. When I was going to practice. So, but what my mom told, so those kind of people may not really have burnt. So they themselves have burnt.
Yes, yes, I also have a similar type of an experience. When I was in primary class, from grade 1 to 5, I went to Gampa Gautami Junior School until scholarship exam, right? Every day when we came in the bus, came on Gampa Colombo bus, a beggar used to get into the bus. He had a wound in one of his legs. No, he had wound in both his legs, right? That those wounds never cured. And one day I saw, when I was going in the bus, I saw he was sitting in front of a shop, and he was scratching those wounds with a small knife, right? That means he doesn't allow his legs to cure. What he wants is the wounds to be there with him. The wound is his business, right? And when I was in O-level class, one day I saw, when I was coming, when I put onto the bus to come home, that beggar got into that bus. Uh, One of his legs had been amputated, right? He came with crutches. He came with the help of crutches, and one of his legs was amputated. So I realized that he would have cured his legs, right? He could definitely have cured his leg, but he didn't do. He intentionally got his leg amputated to do his business.
That is his source of business.
Source of business.
Yeah.
Right.
Then my mom told what she had faced.
Mm.
So before she getting married, she told that there was a person in her area, where she lived before getting married. So that person, you may have seen the people with a short hand.
Mm.
So that guy had a short hand, and so I think he was not a baker, but he didn't have money. So he was in need of I think he needed to be a beggar. So to be a beggar, that guy had කෝච්චියකට අත දාලා අත කඩාගෙන.
He had put his hand intentionally to train, and hand was broken.
Yes, he himself had done that.
Right. Okay. Let's give a chance to Helesika to say something, since both Helesika and Nuwan joined after a very long time. Helesika and Nuwan are two of our first members. Right? Helesika, say something. You may have a lot of things to say.
Actually, I don't have. I don't have.
Are you free these days? Are your exams over?
No, sir. No, my semester examination will be held in next month. I think so. Due to Corona pandemic, it has postponed.
It has been postponed.
It has been postponed, but still I'm in Colombo. In the hostels, still we have online lectures. So, and also still I'm doing my research. That's it, sir.
Nuwan, now, have you started your internship now? Is your internship over? Oh, one day you said that you are going to get a job as a mechanical engineer in a company. Now, have you got your job, Nuwan? Are you working now? Nuwan, can you hear me? Arachi can't hear. Nuwan, can you hear me? All right. Until now, I think no one can't hear. Let's ask Mr. Madhur to say something. Any news or anything?
Yes, sir. Last week there was a sad incident in Morocco. A 5-year-old boy was trapped in 100 people's well. Morocco president and what is the call that
they are rescue teams.
Rescue team also in all this operation. I think according to the BBC News and other world news, the rescue team provided oxygen and meals, water finally they put the camera, identify the boy.
To confirm whether he was alive or not.
Yes, as to confirm whether he alive or died. But finally he they have done a massive operation. Finally they couldn't survive
They couldn't save his life.
Save his life. Actually, I think there was some incidents earlier in India. I can't
happened in India?
remember. India also such same incidents was India, Tamil Nadu. Same incidents was in India. I think 2019, 2020. I can't remember. Other incident recently.
Do you remember?
Russia,
Do you remember some laborers were stuck in a coal mine? I think in Chile, as I remember. I can't remember the year.
Yes.
15, 16.
2015 or 16. Yes.
A team of laborers were found. They were stuck. They were stuck in a mine, and however they were saved. Their lives was they were rescued using a capsule.
Yes. I remember.
I can't exactly remember the year.
2013 or 14
yes.
during this period. Other incidents yesterday. According to the OPEC, the crude oil price rapidly increased because Russia invaded Ukraine. Their military and other team sent to the Ukraine border because I think I can't.
The American president has want their people in Ukraine to leave the country within the next 48 hours.
Yes, because they won't be able to send the American army to the Ukraine because after invented the US Russian army, they can't send the American army. I think Mr. Saman also really about know that because this is a military colonel. I don't.
What's the reason for that invasion?
I don't know. I think this is a Soviet community country.
I think Ukraine is trying to separate from NATO, and they are seeking help from Warsaw. I think because I have heard that Vladimir Putin he has made a speech 2 days back. So
he made a statement.
He made a statement. If they violated the rules and regulation of NATO, Warsaw, they will have to face a lot of circumstances. He made a statement. But
sorry, is Ukraine separate country?
Yeah, it's separate. But early it was came under Soviet
community
community region. But I think 20 or 15 years back, it has become a separate state.
Yes.
And now I think 3 or 4 years ago also Russia tried to invade the country. Russia, some other country invaded. I have heard that period. I heard that the main reason, but this reason is not very popular. Most people don't know, but I heard someone, I think economic specialist or someone said in a TV program or interview, there's a strategically important harbor in Ukraine, in Kiev. I think in Kiev, Kiev is one of their major cities. Kiev is their capital or another major city. In the Kiev harbor, the Kiev harbor is located in a very strategically important point, like Sri Lanka's Trincomalee harbor. Right. So that's why most countries are trying to invade, because if that area is that power is taken into their hand, it's like a gold mine for them in earning money, foreign exchange.
Yeah, there has been a Cold War between Soviet, Russia and Ukraine for last 10 years.
Hmm.
So I don't actually I don't know the reason. I couldn't get some important point with regard to this situation. But in general, as we know that there's a Cold War between two countries.
But the reason what I said is not very popular. Most people don't know. Most people don't know. But I can remember someone, economic specialist or someone explained it in one of the TV interviews. Right. Now, if we take our Hambantota Harbour also, Hambantota Harbour is also located in a very strategically important place, location.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
if fuel is supplied to the ships going past that area, that money generated by through that processes will be totally enough to boost our economy. So it's
As
like
I
a gold
heard,
mine.
the Magampur port located near the Silk Road.
Yes, Silk Road.
With the Silk Road.
Right. If fuel is supplied to the ships going past that area, that money generating from that process will be totally enough to boost our economy. But
Yes,
government doesn't. We can't see the government taking any step to do that. Right. Even Trincomalee Harbour also. Right. Right. Bihandu, let's give a chance to Bihandu. Bihandu has been listening for a long time. Bihandu always comes with a topic related to astronomy. Bihandu, about what are you going to talk today?
Yes, today I am going to talk about the mysterious things of inside in the Egypt pyramid.
Pyramids?
Pyramids.
Mm.
Since I related this story, but it not continue. So the most of people know the pyramids are located in Egypt, and they didn't believe what is the mystery thing inside that pyramid.
Mm.
So the one each pyramid, it was constructed in the central of the earth, and that archaeologist says that pyramids get 22 years to finish their constructions, and
It took them 20 years to complete the construction.
but it can't believe for the people because these pyramids of huge stone they are very huge, and in 20 years it will be finished. It get 90 seconds to cut, transport and fix certain rest involved until 22 years. But the engineers, they reject this opinion. So this creation was done by a huge stone, and how they were transport huge stone to stone pit in a construction area, because of the one stone of weight is more than 6 tons. And but ancient people say they put some powder onto the stones and say a mentor, and after that it can up easily as a 6 feet on his hand. So there was a doubt about the Giza pyramid was done by in Asian people.
There is a doubt.
There's a doubt. Giza pyramid was done by in Asian peoples, and the according to these letters and documents they find by the archaeologists, and they get and that letters and documents say they get help to construct this from the guardians of galaxy, and it means the exterior life. So these discoveries of the archaeologists, they were cannot found any dead body or mummies inside the Giza pyramid, but all of know it was a cemetery of the king. And the problem is why they using for this Giza pyramid. So furthermore, discovering, they found an answer for that, and as if we get a structure of the pyramid, it may continually close to the stars constellation of some brighter stars in the Orion constellation, and in the middle of the belt, 3 stars in the belt, Orion belt, and also inside of the pyramid, the Asian creators are fixed some small roads in the middle of it, and so that's, and the ticks, and in the middle of sticks are mainly aimed to the star collections, and they are continually aimed by the middle stars of the Orion belt of Sirius, Orion belt of middle stars and Sirius star in the Canis Major. And
Sirius is the brightest star in the universe,
yes,
in the galaxy.
in the Canis Major. And it has minus 60 or 80 brightness, I think. And so they had that incident say they have connection between the extraterrestrial life and in the Egyptian in that time. So these pyramid technology are not only used in Egypt, and this pyramid technology is used in other countries, and this construction style continually made with the other pyramids in other countries. Example in China and Mexico and other countries. So at last it may have, and these extraterrestrial life and aliens, they give the pyramid technology for them as same in the other countries. So at last it may have no solution to in the mysterious things until today. And so that's
Right. Now I wonder whether Vihandu will set a Guinness record by talking under topics related to astronomy every day. Vihandu, how many speeches have you delivered now? Every day he used to talk about something related to astronomy. Will he set a world record by talking about astronomy every day? Anyway, good. There must be something different to make the program more entertaining. Right. No one, can you hear me? Nuwan Narachi, can you hear me? No, I think Narachi can't hear me. Kalmit, I want you to talk about a selected topic. I will give you the topic later. Before that, I want Kalmit to talk. I want Kalmit to deliver a speech to talk about something. What I prepared for Kalmit today.
So I talk about the new trend now.
New trend. What's the new trend?
Yeah. Do you know about NFT?
NFT. It has become a huge trend, but still, I have been trying to understand what this NFT means. Yesterday, when Janudha visited me, I talked with him about this.
Yeah, I think so.
Is it something like cryptocurrency, related to cryptocurrency?
Cryptocurrency means something like earning money.
What was first tell us what stand for NFT? Three letters NFT.
NFT. So NFT means non-fungible token.
Non-fungible tokens.
Yeah. So it means an NFT is a unit of data stored on a digital ledger called a blockchain. So which can be sold and traded. So that's the meaning of that. So NFT means we can use it as a graphic design or something MP3 or MP4 song or something like that, and we can sell them. See, so we need to make a wallet. So to make a wallet, I think we need to pay some money and invest some money. So it means think the Mona Lisa picture. So that picture was drawn by
Leonardo da Vinci.
So you may have seen lots of copies of that around the world and even in lot of houses. So, but that copies are not the prices of that copies cannot be original එකත් එක්ක
can't be compared to the price of the original one.
Yeah, can't be compared to the price of the original one. So even now, I think on the original one doesn't have a price. So the price
priceless. It's priceless.
Yeah, priceless. So if a person can buy it to 100 million, so that is the price of that. So if a person can buy it for 200 million, so that is the price. So it's priceless. And so NFT is also like that, kind of like that one. So think you are designing something.
I saw that most of the NFTs are about the pictures of monkeys.
Yeah. So, yes, there is but monkeys and lots of them, like pixel arts, monkeys and lots of characters and virtual worlds, like we may have seen in virtual worlds, lots of MP3s, MP4s. So you can buy and you can create an NFT using Photoshop and other softwares. So also you can copy someone's NFT of someone, and you can sell it as one of yours. But by doing that, the original, I think people can identify that is not the original one, as I have heard. So think you are buying an NFT from someone for at the price of $100. So today, so the price, the NFT's price today's price is $100, but by tomorrow it will be 200, 400, and 500. Means it doesn't have a price.
It keeps increasing.
Yeah, keeps increasing, but it can be decreased also.
It can drastically increase also.
Yeah. So think, and you are creating one. So you sell it for $100, but today, but by tomorrow you are selling it for $1,000 and $1 lakh, like 1 million. So do you know the first NFT is NFT called Quantum. So it was made by a person called Kevin McCoy and Anil Dash in 2014. So they sold it for $4. But by now the most expensive NFT art is $91.8 million.
It costs how many?
$91.8 million.
$91.8 million, just one in NFT.
Most expensive one. And the second, it is called Merge. So it was created by an artist called Pack. And the second most expensive one is that is called the first 5,000 days. So I think as I have seen that in that photo there are lots of thousands of pictures in one photo. I will send you a photo of that. So that NFT, the price of that NFT is $69.3 million.
Mhm.
So to create, to sell and to create this. So as you told that you have seen monkeys of NFTs of monkeys. So you may have seen only one monkey, but the artist who creates NFT, that picture.
The picture can be altered. The picture can be
Yeah, and
altered like.
generated.
Mm.
So the artist who created that may have created thousands of that monkey, the art, thousands of pictures of that monkey.
Using the same picture.
Yeah, and using same picture, and it means think there is a normal monkey wearing a hat, but in the second picture, that monkey is smoking, and the third one picture, the monkey is
We
wearing
get
sunglasses.
sunglasses and wearing
Yeah.
wearing huge chains like a thug.
Yeah. So the artist should create thousands of NFTs. So it can be done by generators.
For that, program should be written
Yes.
to generate to keep generating NFTs. A computer program should be written using
Yes.
Python, using a programming language.
Maybe, but I don't know exactly. But
It's not as difficult as Python or other program. It's a simple program, but it should be learned first.
Yes. So I searched it even on Fiverr. So there were lots of NFT arts uploaded by lots of creators and sellers. I saw one NFT art. It cost $500 and prices like that. I think on Fiverr we can sell them freely, but there are some. I think we should, if we are not selling them on like a website on Fiverr, there are lots of platforms, but we need to invest some money and pay them first. So I saw a video of that a person. He's paying $100 to sell his NFT art. That's all.
All right, good. Anybody can take your chance and say something, Mr. Someone. I would be pleased if you can say something since you don't join every day with your busy life. Please, you can take your time. You can talk any longer about anything.
Last week, I was in Hambantota area. So you know when you say something about the Hambantota, it is famous area for cannabis. So I met I met someone close to the Thanamalville area. So actually, it was a very different scenario once you comparatively other areas, because mainly their main income is harvesting of cannabis, not the other paddy or something. Mostly after during the period of pandemic. So we had a long chat with him, and so I came to know that then there was a person who's working in NDDCB, National Dangerous Drug Control Board. So background of the story is very sad. You know that in term drugs so normally refers to any chemical substance that affects any organism. So you know, as we know that the substances can include anything that can be used to fight infection, illness, so pain reliefs, anxiety, and some phobias. What I came to know that.
Excuse me, I want to add something. I have heard that the best medicine for autism is cannabis.
Cannabis. So yeah. And also, so during that discussion, so I came to know that drug use has been observed relative to the psychosocial origins. It is said that there are no single specific factors that affect the person drug use, but the use of drug abuse depends on the results of many factor interrelated factors. So likewise, so such as genetic background, physical factor, and personality disorders. Those are the main reason for addiction. But those days they used to harvest there, but now they have stopped and used to import Kerala ganja
KG.
to KG. Famous short form is KG, but there is no solution for that. You know that some of the factors that lead to drug dependence cannot be controlled by the people who use. It means that addiction because of the present situation after the COVID situation,
Pandemic.
you know, so yes, pandemic.
Mm.
Most of the abuses can be found Western province. You know, it's about 61% out of other areas. It's about 61% has been addicted to the cannabis problem. The hidden area is the person who has been addicted to the heroin can be rehabilitated.
Can be rehabilitated.
Yes, better. But if someone has been addicted to the cannabis, it is
It's
somewhat
impossible.
difficult.
Is it
It is
impossible?
somewhat no possible, but it is somewhat difficult to get rid of that
Habit.
habits. Yeah, you know, mainly the Colombo district is the mostly can be found where the drug use is associated with the criminal behaviors. He said that. Western province, then the Gampaha district. Colombo and the Gampaha is the number one for using drugs. So he said that there are so many factors, but
is the drug called ice more popular among youngsters than cannabis and heroin now?
yeah, ice is the now popular, but problem is it is not easily be found in Sri Lanka. If you want to, there are a lot of the organizers and the dealers. Through the dealers you can find the ice, but sad things is that if when you consume ice, it directly affected to your bones.
Yes.
And deposit it for a long time. So it will affect when you
internally bones are hugely damaged.
yeah. And when you become 40, 50, so it is drastically damaged to the bone as well as your nerve system of the body. So main factors what I found while we are talking with the representative of the NDDCB, the main factors were the physical, psychological, and social factor. Those are three factors he has found that due to these factors, the person has been the people have been addicted to this addiction. So those are the things I found that while we are talking. So next after 15th of this month, we are going again back to Hambantota with this person. Actually, our aim was to meet Dr. Valianga. He is the person who has done a lot of researches on this matter, and you know, 100. We can produce 168 byproducts from this cannabis.
Mr. Valianga, are you referring to the lawyer? The one
No,
who
not
is
a
the
lawyer. He's a doctor.
doctor. Is he the one who fights to legalize, to get cannabis legalized?
Yeah. But actually, if we can legalize this, it will be a benefit for our country.
It will be a gold mine.
Not yeah. But there must be some restrictions and very proper supervisions, and the control mechanism should be there. Otherwise, it will be a worse considering our people. You know that how our people are behavior pattern. But you know either. So I search on the internet. There are the courses who can start from certificates to master's level cannabis management, especially in Canada. Even we can get the license if you want to do some production, or if you want some harvest the cannabis. First and foremost, we must get the license. Before you get the license, you must do the certificate level, and after completion, and if you get, after getting through the exam only, you will be able to get the license. Then you can do some production, not whole production, and with the guidance of the authority in Canada. It's a vast subject, but you know, our cannabis are the number one cannabis in Sri Lanka, in the world. In the world, yeah. So my point of view is to we must immediately start this project.
Firstly,
then will be
Firstly, it should be legalized, and government support should be given, and people should be the people who go through exam and get the qualification should be given a proper chance to do their products under given guidelines, given regulations, rules.
There should be strict rules and regulations. Then we can earn a lot of foreign currency in this country.
Yes, at the moment, that's why a huge discussion is going on both in the parliament and outside among NGOs and other organizations to get this legalized.
But definitely the bills will be passed, and they will give the chances will be given to the 10 to 5 to 10 companies in Sri Lanka, not only Sri Lanka. So most of the people will come, I think, will come and invest here. So it's I think it's not a bad thing. Either considering the situation in country, and it's somewhat production, no. So we can.
But the thing is, for doing anything, for doing everything, there should be strict laws. Our law is not very strong. There are a lot of loopholes in the law.
Yeah, special rules and the rules and regulation strictly should be adhered by the people.
The laws, there should be strict laws. The reason is if the power or the authority of doing this production goes to the hands of wrong people, it will be misused. Definitely, it will be misused. Our people don't have a limit. That's the nature of
Kasipu.
Like moonshine, moonshine. Yes. Moonshine. Yes, he talked about very good. Thank you for talking about it. It's a very useful topic. I saw one day on a YouTube video that about the lawyer to whom I referred, the lawyer with the long hair. He has a curly long hair. He's fighting.
Yeah. Yes, he's the Dr. Valianga.
Is he not a lawyer?
Sure. Not a lawyer. He's Acharya. Doctor.
Right. Doctorate. He has a doctorate, right?
Yeah, he has a doctorate. So I have spoken to his secretary. So he said that you can make a.
Is he the one with whom you talked?
No, his secretary. You can direct, you can't contact him because by first and foremost, we must deposit 25,000 rupees per hour.
To talk with him?
Yeah. Then if you want to extend for another 1 hour, we have to give that the additional 10,000.
10,000. Why is it so expensive to get an appointment?
He's the person who has done a valid research on this subject.
I saw one of his YouTube videos. He saw, I think he has a small cottage in the Talamal
Is it
area.
Tanamalil? Yeah,
Talamal,
Tanamalil.
yes, yes. He does a lot of researches and he does a lot of products. He showed one rope that they made with cannabis, with the with the part of the cannabis tree. It's a rope. It's very strong. That rope can be used to tug ships like anchors to keep.
You know that the cross, what do we call the Corusca?
Cross.
Yes, cross in Vatican. They use the rope which is made of cannabis.
Cannabis.
Yeah.
Right. That rope is so strong that it can be used to tug ships.
Yeah.
To tug huge ships, and it can be used for anchors.
Yes, yeah.
Right. Okay. Very valuable topic. Mr. Madhuru, you can add something. Or Kalmit, anyone you want? Vihandu? Mr. Madhuru?
Actually, as someone said, if we can cultivate this cannabis, we can earn a lot of foreign currency. Because earlier Parliament also discussed about that. We said we live at the Dayanaka. Also,
Dayanaka. Anamalil Dayanaka.
Also, talk about that to legalize. I think it is important because, as I heard during the colonial
era.
Colonial era, the foreigners was prohibited.
They banned
cannabis.
this. They banned it with a view. They banned it with a view to popularize cigarette.
Yes.
Not only that. Before they waged war against the British, our soldiers used to have some medicine, the cannabis, which is medicine which is made of cannabis. To keep the momentum and the fitness of the
fitness, to boost their fitness.
Yes, their fitness. That's why they have
and it has it is said to have a good power to increase our creativity, mind power, creativity.
Yes. We can stuck our mind one place.
That's why Britishers banned it and introduce Arak and mainly cigarette.
Yes, if you author, you would have write best book because the idea was automatically come your mind. Then automatically.
Yes, a lot of most authors, artists, especially authors, they are in the habit of using cannabis before doing their creations, but they never say that in public.
Yes.
The only person who says it in public is Sarnas Galasa, right? He says he uses he now even recently, even one of his recent videos, he said he doesn't use Sri Lankan cannabis. He used a brand called Kush. This is someone. He uses a brand called Kush. He said, I think 5 grams is a small amount. I can't remember the amount. 5 grams, so a very small amount of that values 500 lakhs or 5,000 rupees, so 50,000 like that, right? It's a very strong narcotic.
It is not good habit because we should.
No, it should be used with a limit. The person who uses should have a proper limit. If it is used with a proper limit and at the right time, the right benefits can be gained.
Actually, the Pulsansanas Galana, who are iconic character in Sri Lanka, they should respect to other people. Others
They should be exemplary.
Yes, they should be exemplary to other because lots of young generation rapidly addict
Yes,
such a
yes,
thing.
yes. One of the worst thing he did when he was teaching, when he was in the tuition field, is he has been in the habit of smoking cigarettes anywhere in public, wherever he is. Right. One day he thought soon after the Yapala government came to power in 2015, he did a program called Satyagare on ITN. Right. So
Yes.
he interviewed Sumana Das, Abhigunawardena, Ranil Wickramasinghe, then
Yes, yes.
right, a lot of big businessmen, iconic characters, politicians, and other popular characters were interviewed. And in one of his YouTube videos, he said some days he used to smoke a cigarette inside after the program or during a break or after the program. He used to smoke a cigarette either inside the studio or outside the studio in public. So one of the worst things he did is he used to smoke cigarettes in tuition classes during the interval and in public, so that a lot of children saw it and a lot of young boys addicted to cigarettes, because he is the one who gave that bad example. Right.
Bandulu Gunardhan also same character.
Who?
Bandulu Gunardhan also
Bandulu
same
Gunardhan.
character.
Yes. Bandulu Gunardhan
Yes, yes.
Gas smoker.
He is a popular economics teacher, econ teacher.
No, commerce.
Econ.
Econ.
Teacher. He is Sanas Girls' teacher. Sanas Girls' econ teacher is Bandulu Gunardhan.
Yes.
Yes. They are teacher and student, but politically they are against each other. He always criticizes Bandulu, sir. Right. I have heard that when Bandulu Gunardhan's final seminar is held before the LL exam, he used to hold it at Sugatas Stadium. There was such a huge crowd that other auditoriums were not spaces enough. So he used to hold his final seminar before the LL at Sugatas Stadium. He was such a popular teacher, economics. But now see what he says on media. One family can live with 2,500 rupees. He's a double doctor. He has 2 doctorates in economics.
Yes.
Heleshika keeps joining and leaves. Okay, Kalmit, have you got to say something before ending the program? Today I'm very happy. Yeah, you could have a nice discussion for nearly 1.5 hours. This is what I want. Right? This is what I want to. Now we used to talk. We used to have such nice programs before. Now with after Mr. Saman's participation, now we have another good member. So every day, whenever we meet, I think now we can have a good discussion. Talking without using books like this in English for 1.5 hours non-stop is not an easy task. Nobody can. So this is what I want. This is called real practical English. I am very satisfied today. Right. Kalmit, you can say something before ending.
I have nothing to say. So, but I'll found some other informations about that NFT, and I'll
you may talk about it next day when we meet. Yes, I will try to host a meeting on Monday or Tuesday, just at least for 1 hour, if weather permits. If the weather is okay, if weather permits, I will try to host at least for 1 hour. Yeah, okay. Our next meeting will be held on Wednesday. Yeah? I will try to host a meeting on Monday or Tuesday, at least 1 hour. The reason is on Monday and Tuesday, when I come home from class in Kadwela, sometimes I get late. That's why it's somewhat difficult to host the meeting on Mondays and Tuesdays. I will try anyway. Right? Okay. Thank you for joining, and especially I want to thank you especially for your ideas and for your contribution for today's discussion. I hope to host better programs in the near future, right? Okay, thank you for joining. Take care, goodbye, and good night.
Good night. Thank you, everybody. Good night.